Ever since AI has been blowing up since about maybe 1 or 2 years ago, specifically in the text to image section, a lot of people have been trying to figure out, how can I make a vector through AI? How can I use AI to create an SVG file? Well, today's video is going to cover just that. Today, I'm going to show you the easiest way that you can use AI to create a full-on SVG file. I'm not talking about making a PNG or a JPEG file, downloading it, saving it, and then tracing it. I'm talking about using AI to make the actual SVG file.
No fucking way.
Hard to believe, right? Well, make sure you check out this video all the way through so you can figure out exactly what you need. And with that, let's get to it. Before we do get started though, my name is Mario with Neko Prints. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy videos on starting a t-shirt business, tips and tricks that you can use for designing, printing t-shirts, or just overall crafting, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and, all right, let's just go ahead and get to it. For this, what we're going to be doing is using Kittl. You've seen me talk about Kittl on this channel before, and that's because it's a fantastic service. To be completely honest with you, I love their AI. It is probably the best one that I've used when it comes to t-shirt printing or designing for t-shirts or even designing logos for customers. If you want me to make a video on how you can use AI to make logos, then just go ahead and drop a comment down below and let me know. So on Kittl, what you're going to do is you're simply going to go to Tools and AI Vector Generator. Now for this, you are gonna have to be subscribed to the premium subscription, but if you're not subscribed just yet, then you can actually use my code NekoPrintsYT, so that way you can get 25% off your subscription. So make sure you use that code so that way you can start off for pretty cheap. It's only about 15 bucks a month. Now you can go forward using the free account, but you're not going to be able to export it as an SVG. What you're going to be able to do is export it as a PNG, but even then you're only going to be able to export at 72 DPI. So honestly, it really wouldn't be worth it because even tracing it like that, probably it's not going to give you the best results. So right off the bat, before we get started, I do want to let you all know that you are going to need to have the pro account, but you can get the 7-day free trial. So if you want to start off with that, you can take advantage of the first 7 days for completely free and just download as many as you can. Now, the way this works is based on a credit system, and I've used a ton already today, and I only have 17 left over for my extra credits. But let's go ahead and look over here under vector styles. Click on show all, and these are the different vector art styles that you can use. So you're gonna have vector art, which is gonna be, I guess, basic drawings. You're gonna have vintage drawing, which looks to be a bit more detailed or a lot more detailed. Line art, so it's just gonna be a continuous line. Cartoons, silhouettes, emblem, which you can actually use for logos, anime vectors, coloring books, which is pretty cool because it structures it like a coloring book, and street art. So I already have 4 different prompts that I'm going to use, and I'm going to show you 4 of the different vector styles. So let's check this out. To start, let's go ahead and just go through vector art, and I have this one already pre-made, a multicolored dragon shooting fire downwards. Now let's go ahead and generate the image, and let's see what it comes up with. So I don't know if it can or if it can't do multicolor SVGs. This is the first time I'm trying it, so let's find out. So it's not multicolored, but it's actually, it's really good. Like, it came out really good. The dragon itself is very detailed. I like the claws. Everything's pretty distinguishable. The fire looks good. The wings actually look really good. I just wish that right up here where this claw is, it could be a bit more distinguishable. So it doesn't fully look like a claw. Like, you can tell what it is, but it could just look a little bit better on that part. But overall, very good job. I like how it looks.
Nice.
Now let's say I wanted to export this. So I'm gonna just go to download, and if you're using the free account, this is gonna stay as PNG, but since I'm using a pro account, I can go ahead and choose SVG. Now the width and the height really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, it's an SVG, so you're gonna be able to scale it as much as you want without compromising the quality. So I'm not gonna change that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and download. So before we try the different prompts, let's see how it downloads and how it looks. All right, so I use Inkscape, and this is how it comes out. Let's go ahead and double click it. Let's check out the nodes. You see, as you can see, it is an SVG. The file itself is an SVG file. It's an Inkscape file. There are a few things I don't fully like these little holes over here. I think that I could go without them. At the end of the day, it's really good. It would make a pretty good cut file. You would need to do a few minor adjustments, like maybe this one right here, because this is really small. It's a tiny detail. And same thing with this one right here. But overall, it's usable. You can use it. It's manageable, and there you go. That's the first option. So next up, I'm gonna use the vintage drawing because that actually looks pretty cool. Now for this, I'm gonna be doing a cool surfer alien giving a peace sign. I'm doing pretty basic prompts just to see what it comes up with. All right, that's actually really interesting. I'm digging that hair. I'm digging that surfer hair, that alien surfer hair. Okay, so now as far as a cut file, this is pretty detailed. It would definitely work, but again, we would need to do a couple of minor adjustments. Like maybe straighten off some of the lines in the back, maybe just make them solid instead of broken up. All of these extra over here, this is going to be a lot of detail. So you can actually just go ahead and delete all of that and just leave the solid black over here. But overall, again, it's really good. I love the design of it. I think it came out really good. All right, so for the next one, I'm actually gonna do an emblem or a logo. So I think my logo, my Neko Prince logo, needs a little redesign, and I'm gonna see what Kittl can come up with. So a tiger standing on 2 legs clawing forward. So I'm not gonna go with a kitty anymore. I'm gonna go with a full-on badass tiger. Okay, so it's not standing on 2 legs, and it kind of looks like it's flipping me off with that bottom claw. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it does look good. I like it. Like I said, it's kind of wonky with this extra finger down here. Do they have 5? They do, but it doesn't look like that. All right, so this is a bad example. Here's the dog claw. It's a complete different species, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you got the opposable thumb, or not opposable thumb, but you got the thumb. And this one doesn't have a thumb. This one just has a large enlarged middle finger. Now, like I said, it's not on 2 legs. I like it. I think it looks good, but it could be a bit more specific to what we asked. So let's give it another chance. Let's see what it does. So instead of on 2 legs, let's do a tiger standing upright, clawing forward. Okay, so this one, I mean, it does look more like an emblem, I guess you could say, like a mascot type thing, but it's still not fully what we're looking for. Let me try a different art style. Maybe it's just the art style. All right, it's still not on 2 legs. Why do you not want to be upright on 2 legs? Standing upright on its 2 back legs. All right, let's forget forward and let's do clawing. Okay, that one's actually a lot better, and I really do like this one a lot. I'm gonna keep this one. Yeah, I dig that one a lot. Now, the only thing I would change from here is gonna be all of those extra specks down here, but that's really it. And this looks like some random language. But other than that, it looks really cool. It looks really good. The paws or the claws are actually good, like the way they're supposed to be. The 4 up here and the thumb down here. Sweet. All right, this one looks good. I like that. This is a pretty good art style. Which one was it? Street art. All right, I still owe you guys one more prompt, so let's go ahead and do one last one. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna go with line art, and I'm gonna be repping the 305. So Miami City skyline over the beach. Let's see what comes up. And as far as line art goes, this is actually really cool. I really dig it. I like it. Is this something that you can use with vinyl? Let's find out. All right, so since I exported it with all of the other images down here, I got this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that. There's not too much we need to adjust. There are a few fine details like these little dots over here, which honestly at the end of the day, if those don't show up, I really don't care. All right, so right now it's about 11.25 inches by 7.9 inches. So it's a decent size. It's not that big, it's not that small. We're gonna do this as a t-shirt, or we're gonna do this as vinyl. Let's do this as a t-shirt because I do not wanna deal with vinyl right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it like this. And right under it, I'm gonna put 305 in a traditional Miami Vice font over here. I'm gonna do a multicolor, so it's gonna be pink and light blue. So that's pretty much what it's gonna look like. All right, so let's go ahead and flip it and send it to cut, shall we? All right, so we have our press heated up. Here we have our first part, which is a blue part. Now, as you can see, I did all the little details, but can't really see it here, but I left a bunch of these little windows here. This was gonna be way too much work, and it was already taking way too long, so. And there we have it. That is all there is to it. So as you can see, everything came out really good. Everything pressed nicely. The cut file is pretty clean. There are a few misalignments, but unfortunately that's because my cutter's already starting to crap out. I kind of need to replace it already. I've had the Cameo 4 for a while, ever since I first started actually. And unfortunately it took a couple spills a few times. So that might be why it's kind of, starting to get a bit wonky. But I also have a Cameo 4 Pro, which that's all I have to say about it. Kind of regret buying it, to be honest with you. But if you want that story, let me know down in the comments below. The actual file came out great. The 305 I added myself, but the rest of it, it's clean. Everything looks good. A few of the tiny details were lost, like over here where you have those tiny little water specks. So a few of them started to come off, primarily like right there. Those probably either they came off when they were cutting, or as I was weeding, but those are tiny, tiny, tiny. So it's really not a big deal. But that was how you can use AI to make an SVG or a vector file. If you found this video helpful, if you found it useful, if you found it informational, please make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that little bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos. Remember, if you want to check out Kittl, you can check out their free trial for the first 7 days. You can use them completely for free. And if you decide to sign up, you can use my code NecoPrinceYT to get 25% off your subscription. Also, let me know what you think of Kittl's text to vector or text to SVG. I want to hear your thoughts on it. Again, huge thank you to everyone for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. My name is Mario with Neko Prince. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.